So, where shall I go? The Oba Girls Academy school building has 2 floors. It seems that the second floor, where I am now, is home to the second and third year classrooms, as well as the library and science rooms. On the first floor are the first year classrooms, the faculty room, the infirmary, and the home economics classrooms. It seems that the school premise is also... It seems that the school premises also contains an auditorium and various club buildings. I guess I'll just take a stroll and see where I end up. Tokisaka-sensei? Is it alright if I call you that? A voice calls out to me the moment I step outside, and I pause. It's not a student's voice. It sounds much more mature. I like her glasses. I'm the school nurse. Akazaki Nene. The vice principal asked me to show you around the campus. Ah, thanks for the assistance. Don't worry about it. It's because I'm the person with the most free time. Does no one get sick? She smiles, giggling softly. I don't know. I'll take this opportunity to ask her some questions while I'm shown around. Detective work, here we go. With her leading the way, we proceed down the corridor. There are no students in sight. Class must be in session. I can't hear any voices from within the classrooms, either. It's pretty quiet. I know, isn't it? They're pretty serious about education around here. Her voice lacks any trace of amusement. From my standpoint, things seem a bit too uptight. She's got some large knockers, that's all I gotta say. Akazaki-sensei? Just call me Nene. The academy's been like this since long ago. Both the discipline and school rules are strict, and put pressure on the students. I see. So that's why they're all so quiet. Well, perhaps they're more subdued than simply quiet. Surprised? Yeah, somewhat. Oh my, look at the time. Stop by the infirmary later, and I'll make you some tea or something. At the sound of the bell, Nene takes her leave. I guess I'll go visit some other places. I decide to take a look outside. The mist had been banished off, and several buildings standing in the expansive schoolyard. I guess they're clubhouses. The cold wind brushes against my face. As you might expect, it's pretty cold without a coat. That was real short-lived outsideness. I guess it must have been cold, but yeah, damn. I return inside. After the chill of the outside weather, that cup of tea is sounding better and better. And then I realize, okay, didn't she just tell me, not 5 minutes ago, she was gonna show me around, and then she just left and said, come by my place if you want some tea. So she didn't really show me around at all. I don't know. And then I realized, where's the infirmary? She didn't even show me the fucking infirmary was at. God damn it. I look left and right, but all the doors look the same, leaving me helpless. I know where the faculty room is since I went there this morning, but I just can't randomly open doors. What if I walk into a class in session? Wonderful. What do I do? Is something wrong? A voice hails me from behind. I recognize that mature, calm tone. When I turn around, I'm greeted by the girl who took the stage during the morning assembly. That's familiar, that headband she's wearing. Not sure why. Oh, anyhow. When I turn around, I'm greeted by the girl who took... Okay, I already read that. Tsukishi Ima-san, right? Yes, that's correct, Tokisaka-sensei. What might you be doing in a place like this? After giving a graceful bow, she looks at me with what might be suspicion. Nothing I can do about that. She's probably never expected a teacher to be lost here. I'm kinda looking for the infirmary. The infirmary is straight ahead, over there. She points at the door next to the entrance. Ah, that close, eh? I'm a bit embarrassed. Then, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. Bowing courteously, she leaves. It's just like when she was on stage. She appears pretty dignified. I don't get the same feeling from her as I do the other students. She's no ray of sunshine, but she certainly has personality. She comes across as the type of student who's got her act together. Excuse me. I knock. After knocking, I enter the infirmary. God, that fucking transition, man. Get your eyes every fucking time. I swear to God. Welcome, Tokisaka-sensei. Thanks. I'm here to take you up on your invitation. Have a seat. She shows me to a chair. I do have to warn you, my tea isn't the best. Nene pours a cup, smiling. Well, I didn't exactly come just for the tea. Oh, you have something else in mind then? She sets her teacup down on the desk and gives me a sultry look. I believe that Vice President Seke has filled you in on the details? Yes, of course. A detective's come to investigate our problem. Or, so he told me, anyway. I return the smile, awkwardly putting my hand behind my head. Well, if you already know, that makes things easier. I wet my lips with the hot tea and adjust my posture. Regarding the two girls that have gone missing, is there anything you can tell me about them? Nishizono-san, a first-year student from Matsu class. The classes are named stuff, not like class 1. That's pretty weird. Whatever. And Imamura-san from Tsubaki class, right? I don't think they had any particular issues. They were pretty normal, serious students. I see. I guess at this school, serious means those girls were pretty quiet. Although I'm Yu's nurse, I'm afraid I can't think of anything that might interest you. No, you've helped me out. It's my first time conducting an investigation in this type of environment, anyhow. You mean in a place where you're surrounded by young ladies? No, what I mean is this place feels isolated from the outside world. The momentary chill runs down my spine, as though someone is reading my innermost thoughts. You have a way with words, don't you? But, that said, you may be onto something. This school's atmosphere is certainly different from anything you find outside. My exact thoughts. They might have disappeared because they were fed up with the lifestyle. That's one way of looking at it. Yes. Her reasoning is certainly sound. I guess I jumped the gun by assuming they had to be tangled up with the murder cases. Well, it looks like coming to see you was a smart decision. Oh, really? After breaking things down a little, I am finally able to get my head around the matter. Thank you, Akazaki-sensei. Didn't I tell you? Just call me Nene? She flashes me a weary smile. After the bell signals the end of class, the corridors flood with people. Although I feel their presence, I don't hear any of them speaking. Not really surprising, I suppose. It seems that even after they've released from classes, the students here continue to obey all the school rules. It's suffocating. Still, I've got a job to do. I go out into the hallway. I pass a number of students. Not a single one of them speaks to me. Most give slight bows, but that's as far as they're willing to go. The crowd moves on past. Completely silent. This is even harder than I had thought. Is my investigation going to get anywhere like this? Then, outside the window, a student in the corner of the schoolyard catches my eye. I may have more luck with her. I decide to pay a visit to this girl, whose aspect is so different from the other students. Wrong button. Sensing my approach, she shifts her glance towards me. It is her! Yes! Heya! So we meet again, Mr. Detective. It's Toko! Yay! Kuchiki Toko greets me in the same manner as when we first met. That of a young man. What are you up to? I would think this hardly requires an explanation. Got a point, she's kind of painting there. Or drawing. Is that a flower or trees? Toko indicates the canvas on her easel. A number of lines run across it. So, you're drawing something. What is that? God damn it. Is that a fucking tree? I can't really make it out with the light thing. It might be... I don't know. Let's, maybe they'll color it in while we go. I guess it must be a landscape, since she's all the way out here. But I can't see anything that resembles her drawing. Yeah, neither can I. What are you drawing? What are you drawing? Do you want to know? That's kind of why I asked. I mean, I really don't care. She lifts her face to meet my gaze. Well, I'm not going to tell you. Or rather, I'm not sure myself. You don't know. I've got a vague image in my head, but it's pretty ambiguous at the moment. It's almost like my own self. I'm searching for my own ambiguous existence. An ambiguous existence, you say? Well, I don't know how long it will take, but when I'm finished, I'll show it to you. So, until then, no peeking. Alright, I get it. Well, I guess it's wishful thinking that she would follow along there. I wonder, what you snuck in here to investigate? Okay, never mind. Could it possibly be me? Or is it something else? Toko peers up at me, an impish expression on her face. Fuck, I'm massacring these words! Ah! Could you keep my real job a secret? Too late. I already told Toko about it. Toko? That's right, Toko. She's my friend. For a second there, it didn't make sense. Shows he's got a friend with the same name. No way around it. Have her hush up as well. Does it bother you? A faint smile plays on about her mouth. A detective job goes more smoothly when they've got secrecy, you know. That seems kind of cool, actually. Not at all. It's a pretty dirty job. That says a lot, coming from the man himself. All right, Tokisaka-sensei. It appears that we've come to an agreement. I can breathe a little easier now. By the way, Kuchiki-san. Kuchiki, whatever. You can't do that, sensei. She cuts me off mid-sentence. Wait, what? You can't do that, sensei. I'm confused. Anyhow, please call me Toko. I like that better. You said that before, didn't you? When I met her at Inokashira Park, she said that her name was perfect fit for her. Nicely remembered. I guess you really are a detective. Like I was saying, I'd like to keep that a secret. I get it, Tokisaka-sensei. She is an odd girl. Do I have a coat on? I'm outside. Why didn't she have a coat on? Isn't she cold? Damn. Toko! A shout rings out from the direction of nearby club buildings. I turn and see a girl with disheveled hair running over here. Disheveled hair? Toko! Well, Toko called her name. Yep, that's Toko. I see, so she's Toko and Toko. Hi, Tokos. Are you alright, Toko? Oh, this is gonna get confusing as fuck. Alright. The running girl puts her arms around Toko's shoulders, as if to embrace her. No need to worry, Toko. It's not like that. He's going to rape me or anything. He's a teacher. Jumping to conclusions. But she glares at me out of the corner of her eye. It's a look full of hostility. Well, damn! I apologize, Sensei. Unexpectedly, she gives a slight bow, as if surprised. When she does, she looks no different from the other students. Her lack of individuality stands out. I guess that's because of my position as an instructor. My name is Mizuhara Toko. I'm a second-year student. Tokisaka-sensei, was it? You're Yukari's brother, the detective. Yeah, that's right. But could I have you hide that fact from everyone else? Was she just blushing? Eh? Is it a problem if people realize that you're siblings? No, that's not what I meant. It'll be a problem if word gets out that he's a detective, you see. It appears that he's in the midst of an investigation right now. Then you're investigating Nizichi Zono-san's disappearance? I'm pretty sure I fucked her name up again. God damn it. Yeah, that's right. I don't really want to give away the details of my investigation, but I haven't got a choice. I don't want to make the students uneasy. If you keep quiet about this, it'll help me out. Okay, I understand. Unexpectedly, Toko obediently nods her head in agreement. But, at any rate, you guys have the same name, huh? Is there something wrong with that? Speaking in a quiet tone, she once again regards me with hostility. Not at all. Don't you feel that it's some kind of fate for friends to share the same name? No! No! Why? Toko says this, her arms around Toko's shoulders. We exist as one mind and one body, Toko mutters quietly, echoing Toko's thoughts. Which one was just speaking? I'm so confused! All of my what? It's already evening. There are still things I'd like to investigate, but It seems like there aren't many students left on campus. Of course, as quiet as the students are, there could be people here and I'd never notice. Well, where shall I go? No decisions! Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, what's this button do? Oh, that's that. Okay. I can go to the park. I can go to the station, which I don't feel like going to. I can go to the clinic. We're going over here. Go to Moon World. Check in on the girl who helped out the brothel and all that stuff. Yeah. We've arrived at Moon World, and I completely forgot her name, by the by. I think it starts with a A, maybe an S. I don't know. I'm just here for a short breather during my lull in my investigation, but damn. A closed sign is hung on the doorknob. They're on break. Guess I have no choice. I'll come back later. Ah! Tokisaka-kun. Just as I've turned away, I hear Kyoko screaming from inside the store. What's wrong? Kyoko bursts out of the door and throws her arms around me. Help me. What happened? Could it be a robber? I step protectively in front of her and stand ready. And then, strung leisurely through the front door, is Hatsune. Kyoko-san, where did you go? Huh? Oh yeah, that was her name. I'm gonna call her Mia, okay? How's that? Her name's fucking Mia. Huh? Mia? Oh, Tokisaka-san, good afternoon. Please stop hiding and get back to house cleaning, Kyoko. I was just taking a break, Hatsune-chan. Oh, goddamn. The roles have reversed! I push Kyoko towards the girl, who's sweetly threatening her. Hands on her hips. Wait, Tokisaka-kun? I suppose Kyoko slipped out on cleaning again? Yeah, that's what happened. Hatsune and I sign in unison. I can't help it though. I hate what I hate. Kyoko grumbles, puffing at her cheeks. I don't think we can leave things like this. Silverware is piled up on the counter, and even on the tables. It looks like they took the day off in order to clean up the cafe. How do you let it get that bad? Like, clean it once a day. It's weird. Kyoko must have seen my silhouette in the mist of that and fled. I think that you should properly tidy up the place. I do as well. I admonish her, carefully ignoring my own shortcomings. Kyoko's just like me. She just can't clean things up. That said, being the sort who randomly puts things away and then forgets where they were placed is troublesome when running a shop. What are you talking about? You're helpless when Yukari-chan isn't around. I always put the books I've read back in their original places. I'm not talking about books. Ooh. Come on, less fighting, more working, Kyoko-san. If you don't do it yourself, you'll forget where the plates go. Oh, alright. Kyoko stands up reluctantly. It's nice that you have a girl here with a good head on her shoulders. This girl seems like the quiet type, but she's actually quite the perfectionist. I guess she's pretty though, or rather, she doesn't allow any compromises. Thorough. Not though, okay. Kyoko continues grousing. Grousing? What does that word mean? Anyhow, being grumpy while sorting dishes out one by one. Well, you are in the service industry. That's right! If Kyoko-san could just correct that irresponsible side of hers, she'd be perfect. What a waste of a pretty lady, you know? Well, hang in there, Kyoko. Auf Wiedersehen! Where should I go now? I can go to the hospital and get yelled at by Natsume-chan. Or I can go here and probably gawk at people who are doing stupid things because they're idiots. Because I'm an asshole like that. Or I can go to the school again, where I just came from. So it'd be like, I go from here to Moon World, back to the school. Yeah. Let's go to the park. Yeah. I've come to Inokashira Park. As I wander around the pond, I suddenly see a face that I recognize and stop in my tracks. It's Kuchiki Toko. She's sitting on a bench, scribbling in the sketchbook in her lap with a pencil. I wonder what she's drawing. Her line of sight alternates between her hands and the pond. Don't you think it's in bad taste for you to keep watching without saying anything, Tokisaka-sensei? She calls out to me, her eyes never leaving her work. I thought it would be rude to interrupt you. Oh, so you weren't tailing me? Of course not. I sneak a peek at Toko's hands while replying, Ichi. What the heck is that? Is that a shortened English word? You don't know about Shiroi Magyo? That's that one author, isn't it? The short stories special serialized in the newspaper? I think I've heard of something by that name that started publication last year. Never mind. I'm completely fucking blows. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it appears in there. It's apparently shorthand for hentai. So I'm a pervert. Well, didn't you just peep at my drawing without permission? Togo says that, but she's laughing. It looks like I haven't actually killed the mood. What are you drawing? Now, would it have been so hard to just ask that from the beginning? She shows me the sketchbook. There are numerous delicate pencil lines gathering around, forming a subject. A turtle, eh? And there, on the bank of the pond, is a turtle with its head extended. Seems like it's just awakened from hibernation. They're sluggish during this time of year, so they're well suited for sketching. Aren't turtles like always sluggish? Or they're just really slow this time of year? She goes back to her work while talking. I don't want to interrupt her, so I guess I'll leave. Detective? What's up? Have you found the real me yet? I'd almost forgotten her request. Well, it's currently under investigation. Seriously? Of course. Liar. What makes you say that? Because, detective, you haven't asked me any questions at all. Togo peers up at my face. In order to search for me, it's useless if you don't investigate me, right? Try asking some questions. Anything's fine. I guess you're right. I thought there was going to be something funny, but so does she like drawing, or what does she feel when she draws? I feel this one is like a lot deeper than this one. Do you like drawing? It's a yes or no question. But what do you feel? That allows them to express themselves. Like, I feel like happy because blah 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 blah. It's not just like a yes or no answer, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and say this one. What kind of feelings do you put into your art when you draw? Yeah. I've never thought of that about that before. For a second, Toko's usual composure slips. But she immediately taps her finger on her chin and starts pondering. Let's see. If anything, it'd be freedom, I guess. Having said that, she laughs, as if embarrassed. Really, I like drawing because I can free my mind from everything. I don't think about anything. Free your mind, huh? I guess she feels free when she's concentrating on her art. If that's the case, then I really shouldn't be bothering her. See you later. Hope it turns out. Leaving already? There's still other things I've got to investigate. I see. You're pretty busy. Well, that's how it is. See you next time at school. Best of luck with your work. Thanks. She's always an interesting folk to talk with. After eating dinner, I relax on the sofa in the living room. Hello, Yukari. How are you doing today? How was your first day at the academy? The task of cleaning up complete, Yukari comes out of the kitchen. I guess everybody's pretty quiet. I gave her my honest impression. I swear to God, Yukari just said there aren't any real people there, but oh God, I must be getting tired. Yeah, there aren't really any people there that cause trouble. Is that because the school rules are so strict? I don't especially feel that way, but it seems like there are some people who do. Yukari cut off her words midway. What's wrong? Are you asking this as a teacher from the academy? Nah, I'm asking this as a detective consulting an investigation. Not as a brother who's worried about his little sister's behavior. Have I ever been worried about you before now? Looks like I have your trust. Yukari laughs as she replies. I'm the wicked sort who keeps quiet even though she knows her friend breaks the school rules, you know. Is that how it is? It's a secret. I wouldn't be surprised if she's hiding a few things, but just don't do anything dangerous. I'll be fine. You don't have to worry. Yukari agrees, a tender smile on her face. Oh, that's right. Do you know a student named Kuchiki Togo? Yes, of course. We're in the same club. Yukari replies promptly and questioningly, tilting her head. Is there something wrong with Kuchiki-san? Nah, it's nothing. So, you're in the art club too, huh? I'm more surprised than anything. Yes, you didn't know? I always thought for sure you'd be in an entomology club or something. What kind of club activities would they do? Yukari sighs in a disgusted manner. Alright, alright. Forget I brought it up. So, what kind of girl is she? Kuchiki-san? Let's see, she's not a bad person. Well, of course. But she is kind of a strange one. You get a completely different impression of her than you do from other people. I guess you can say she's the philosophical type. No one really has a problem with her, though. What about Mizuhara Toko? What's she like? Mizuhara-san? I certainly noticed her together with Kuchiki-san all the time. Yukari looks at me with suspicion. Does this have anything to do with what you're investigating, Nissan? Nah, it's just a question for a newly hired instructor. Honestly, you're just saying whatever's convenient. Yukari giggles as she says this. Whatever works, man. Alright, I think it's May 8th. Not May 8th. March 8th. That was weird. Awesome! Fuck yes! Let's do this! Okay! The girl sleeps. She sleeps atop a desk covered in a white sheet, in an imitation of a bed. Her slender, naked body is full of soft curves. I loosely raise up her dangling right leg. Wait a second. Is this? This is excellent. Perfect. I cannot damage it. I take out a pitch black cloth from a bag and carefully wrap her right leg in it. A mole on her calf arouses concern. I guess I should dig it out, but no, that would damage it. I've got no choice. Guess I'll give up. The length and freshness were just right, but a blemish like this cannot possibly be allowed. Is this the killer? I peel off the cloth. How about her left leg? But I just can't stand the shape of the toenail on her big toe. If that's the case, then let's check her right arm. There's not much muscle, and the flesh is soft. And above all else, I like the length of her fingers. Let's do this one. I wrap it gently in the black cloth. She does not wake up. Well, of course. That's because I shot her full of morphine. I gave her a near lethal dose, but that's hardly an issue here. Well then, let's get started, shall we? After aiming the blade of a blunt hatchet to the tip of her shoulder, I raise it aloft. Why blunt, you asshole? Ah, dude, no! No! Ah, no! No! The girl's body gives a little jolt and blood splurts forth. I catch her severed right arm before it falls to the ground. Her twitching and convulsing almost resembles a big fish after it's been caught. Even though she shouldn't sense anything or even be conscious, her body keeps twitching. I gently set her right arm on another desk and pick up a book. This is the hard part. What is he going to do now? I fix her moving torso to the top of the desk and grab her head using both hands. Then, with great force, I twist her head. Okay! Okay! Oh God! No! Oh God! I don't want to know. It's nothing like wringing out a damp cloth. Her cervical vertebrae make a dull noise as they scrape against one another. The air and dark red blood come flowing out from her smashed throat. Okay. I make her face backward, then weigh her down behind the ears to fix it in place. What? 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 Ah, she's already stopped breathing. That's fine with me. There's still more work to be done. I pick up a carving knife and go around on the left. Oh God, no! If they're fucking actually show the cuts, man, I'm gonna fucking just freak the fuck out, man. I must cut out this impure part. God damn it. Don't even fucking show me, man. I stick the blade in below her navel and open up her abdomen. A bubble of blood pops noisily as it's broken. A bubble of blood? Oh, that's weird. I'm already used to extracting the womb. It's only my second time, but I quickly understand what it is I need to cut. Yep, it's the killer. I mean, if there was any doubt before, yeah, now it's like, yeah, damn. And then I casually toss aside the removed uterus and push a black egg into its place. This black egg is proof of her impurity. In my silent rage, I crushed the egg, So, I sew up the wound, closing her abdomen. All that's left is to leave her somewhere. And as I look upon her face, I realize something. I must make her cry tears of blood. A quick scan of the area reveals something perfect. It's the awl I sharpened earlier. Awl. If I stick this into her eyeballs, she'll definitely weep crimson tears. If there's not enough blood, it looks like if I made a wound in her back, that'd do it. I lift the eyelid of this silent husk of a girl with my finger, then drive the awl in. I don't want to see this. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay, can we just talk about how fucked up that was? God damn. God damn. Alright, so let's take a break right here and discuss. That's a little bit bright. Holy fuck. Okay, so obviously it's someone who's really concerned about purity and that kind of stuff. And since they're cutting out the womb and replacing it with an egg to symbolize impurity, it would be someone who is familiar with the school rules, would it not? Right, so we can easily conclude that it's someone who is obsessed with perfection and is really quite purity involved. So it could be someone who's from the school and protects the rule, well, takes the rules really seriously, and so like if a girl loses her virginity or something, they kill them, which is really weird and whatever. Or it's an artist, possibly, throwing this out there, who is obsessed with perfection, being as she had a mole on her leg that then they wouldn't take the leg, and then on the other leg, her toenail was too long, so they didn't take that one. So they're obviously obsessed with perfection, and yeah. So I think we should go on from here, and let's go. Okay. So for a long time, I stared up at the stains on the ceiling. For whatever reason, I've got insomnia tonight. I've been wide awake all night. This isn't good. It doesn't look like I'm going to fall asleep. I get up from the futon and put my cigarettes in my mouth. Or a cigarette in my mouth. Not bad. We're not that much of a smoker. I mean, damn. It's not even midnight yet. To go to the living room without lighting my cigarette. I go to. It looks like Yukari's already asleep. I guess I'll go for a walk or something. The air outside is cool, but not particularly cold. So, where should I go? At this hour, my options are rather limited. Probably no further than Kichijoki. Okay. So, I don't think I should stay home and read. I don't know why I'd go to Moon World, because they'd clearly be closed. But a body was found at the park, right? And who knows, maybe we'll see Toko there too. So we're gonna go to the park. I cross the Cho line, now out of service, and come to Inokashira Park. Just as you'd expect at this hour, there aren't many people around. Due to the mist, I can't clearly see the opposite shore. I walk along the footpath that surrounds the pond. The going is difficult in this darkness. Well, even if I slip up, I don't think I'll fall into the pond. Ah, his favorite spot. After walking for a while, I notice something moving in front of me. For a second, I think it's a ghost, but it's the wrong season for them. Yeah, that makes sense. Throng season from Ghost Guys. Yeah, okay. It'd be strange if it was a snow woman, too. Okay. I like how he's just seriously thinking about this. However, the vague shape that rose out of the mist is indeed that of a human. I wonder, is it the ghost of the girl who was killed and had 4 of her limbs discovered here? Well, if that's the case, it's a lucky break for me. If I play my cards right, I could easily learn the identity of that person who killed her. Damn it! What kind of stupid shit am I talking of? I continue onward, pushing my way through the heavy mist. The vague figure gradually comes into sharper focus. So, the true identity of the ghost is... Don't you think it's rather rude to call someone you encountered a ghost? I knew I was going to find Toko here. So, like, it could... You know Kashira Park is like Toko's place, man. The killer might be Toko. I'm just throwing it out there. Might be. Toko stares at me, a disappointed expression on her face. What are you doing here at this hour? And what about you, Tokisaka-sensei? What are you doing in this place? Something updated in my notebook. Character list. She was wandering the park in the middle of the night. That might have some ground later. Toko retorts, laughing slightly. For some reason, she gives off a different impression now, from when I see her under the sun. She's bewitching and beautiful, more than a mere girl. She's a woman. It's dangerous to take walks at this hour. Are you worried about me? Thanks, Tokisaka-sensei. There's no problem, though. I'm used to it. My home is close by, anyhow. That's not really what I was referring to. Then again, nothing I say to her will have much of an effect. The park's a scary place at night, especially where there's water. That's true, I guess. Whoa. The mist gradually disappears. The surface of Inokashira Pond spreads out before us, black, like the hole dug into the earth. When I look at it, it's like I'm going to be sucked in. I really feel like I'm going to fall. But here, take a look at this, Tokisaka-sensei. Toko shifts her gaze overhead. The moon. The moon peers out from behind the clouds. The moon's reflection on the surface is beautiful. It reflects light while staying back and forth. The light it receives from the sun doesn't vanish. Toko points to the reflection of the moon in the center of the pond. The rays of the sun are too harsh. The moon softens them and makes them gentler. And then Toko turns away from me. That's why I love the night. She smiles, bewitchingly. No matter how lovely the night is, I don't approve of you wandering around on your own. I imagine her parents are worried as well. Is that a teacher I hear talking? Can't a man be concerned for his client? Before she can say anything, I gently grab her arm. Are you going to rape me? Don't be stupid. I'm just escorting you back to your house. I reply seriously to Toko's jest and release her. It's close by, right? If that's the case, then... You don't have to worry, detective. If a man brings me back home, it'll just cause a stir. After saying that, Toko turns on her heel. Good night. See you tomorrow, Tokisaka-sensei. Hey. Her back slowly recedes into the distance. I can't chase after her. Be careful, Toko. Maybe it's just my imagination, but when I call out, it looks like Toko's faint silhouette raises a hand and waves back. Song 3, The Masked Dancer. March 9th, 1956. Hey Yukari, good morning. Goddamn, this fucking place is bright. Yukari comes into the living room, dressed in her school uniform. Nissan, are you coming to the academy today? Yeah, I've got a lecture scheduled. I'm supposed to be an instructor, so I've got to hold a lecture. Then, shall we go together? Sure. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go to school with Yukari and observe the other students. I'll go get changed, so just a minute. Sure, I'll do that. Yukari and I walked together to Oba Girls Academy, with plenty of time to get there. This area was pretty much demolished during the war, but it looks like it's really made a comeback. That's where the airplane factory was, right? That's right. Do you remember me taking you to the baseball field there? It wasn't that long ago, so I still remember. I'm at Yukari's leisurely pace. The academy's gate has just come into view when it happens. Yes. You know who she reminds me of? Fuck. I don't remember her name. Oh, God. Morning, Yukari. A cheerful voice from behind us, completely at odds with the surroundings, shatters the tranquility of the morning. Good morning, Suzukiro. Riko. I'm gonna call her Riko. Oh, Yukari is walking together with an old man? Yeah, this is gonna be... Who are you calling old? Well, I suppose I have to admit, I'm approaching that age. He's my older brother. He introduced himself at the morning assembly yesterday, remember? Nissan, this is... Riko. You write her name with the character Tojiro. Ah, no wonder. I thought I recognized you. You're a teacher. Brilliant. Is she really a student at Oba Girls Academy? She seems really lively. She does give off a completely different impression than the other students. I gotta give them that. What are you staring at me for? Please, don't say you got the hots for me. What the heck is with this girl? Hey, Yukari. Does Oba's Girl Academy really admit girls like this? What? He completely ignored me! And hey, what's with that tone? Nissan, despite her appearance, Riko is actually quite well learned. Yukari, not you too! Aren't we best friends? She grabbed Yukari's arm and waves it forcefully. I like her eyes. I love that face. I guess all the stuff Yukari said about their friendship is true. Riko has published several novels in the past. Really? Seriously? No shit. If you'd like to call me sensei, go right ahead. Oh, that's fucked up. Riko swells up with pride. That's a violation of school rules. I may just be a part-timer, but as an instructor, I cannot let this slide. Whoa, hold on there. Riko latches onto my arm, protesting loudly. I just write part-time as part of my activities on the literature club. I totally don't think of it as a side job to make money or anything, okay? Alright, I get it. Calm down. I won't tell anybody. She's certainly an odd one. At least she brings some fucking character to the game. God damn, Yukari is all fucking like plain and like anthropologic and stuff, and she's like a housewife type of character. This one's fucking yes. So, What kind of stories do you write? Riko. Oh, all sorts of things. The main focus is mystery novels. Hey, who the heck is Tojiko? Well, Riko is hard to say. Damn right it is! That's why I call it Riko. Yes. But, it looks like you just called me Tojiko. Oh. So, you were born in Hakata, Tojiko? My grandma came from Fukuoka. Wait, what's that got to do with anything? I'm totally confused as to what's going on right now. As you can probably tell on the tone. You two will get scolded if you cause a commotion over here. Yukari chides, her calm expression never slipping. Nissan, you're an adult, so please behave yourself. Well, how often do you find someone this easy to tease? Yeah. You got told off by your little sister. Damn. Look at that. Riko, please don't provoke Nissan so much. Okay. Hey, don't start calling me Tojiko. Yukari.